Okay, good afternoon, guys. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us today. C Baby 26, thank you for joining us. I wave back at you. Ezekwe Sili, you're welcome to today's Nexus Live. Bankitem Chef Jamilat, you're welcome. Uchena, hi. Thanks for joining us. Amanda Faith, you're welcome. Okay, so we just wait for maybe another 2 seconds and see if we have more people join us. Doreen, hi. Amanda, hi. You're welcome. I welcome you guys to today's Wednesday Live. Okay, let's see if we can have more people join us before we get started. Toby Hall, Adegbola Kayode, I wave back at you. Fumeyawa, you're welcome. Hi, Goody Reloaded. Hi, I say hello too. Okay, so if today is your first time of joining us on our Wednesday Live, I want to say a special welcome to you. But if you have been here before, then welcome back. My name is Fokansin, and here at Nexus Limited, I am the visa officer. Today, we are going to be talking about 3 very important things. Number 1 is visa updates as it regards to the September intake. Then I will also be talking about some frequently asked questions as it relates to visa. Then finally, we would take a look at January intake and visa applications. So these are the 3 basic things that we're going to be talking about today. So please, if you have your question, Saxima, you're welcome. Pretty Bernard, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Providence Nexi. Okay, so like I said, my name is Fokansin, and please, if you know anybody who should be here on today's live, a colleague, a friend, your spouse, please just send them the link and have them join us, because today's live is going to be very informative and educative. All right? Please, let's do that for 1 second. Just tell that your friend that needs to hear about this. Let them join us. Okay? So September is almost over. At Nexi, we have most of our students who have traveled. A lot have called to reach out that they are already in the UK. So we are really excited and want to say a big congratulations. DJ Mercury, I wave back at you. Thank you for coming, for joining us today. So we are so excited. Most of our students have gotten their visas at this time and they have traveled. And I'd like to tell you that for this September intake, at Nexus Limited, we had 100% visa success rate so far. That's 0 refusal. Hey, that is just a big thumbs up to the whole of the Nexus team. There was no single refusal for any of our students. They have all traveled. We have some who have pending applications though, but a lot of them, like a larger percentage of them, have traveled. Hi Justice, you're welcome. So that is what we do here at Nexi. We help make your dreams come true. So, but if you are here today and let's say perhaps you've not gotten your cards, because I'm aware that there are a school or 2 who have not stopped issuing cards for their students. So if you are looking at getting a card and putting your application, or maybe you've not even gone for biometrics, please listen. Or even if you are looking at Quinsley, I wave back at you. Thank you for joining. So if you are looking at January 2 for your visa and your travel abroad, then you are also welcome. You're going to learn a lot from today's live. Yes, so Nexi is simply the best. So this shout out is for all Nexi staff on behalf of all our students now, because a lot of them have reached out, to say, okay, thank you. Even before I started this live, there was somebody who called to say that she just got her visa. And that is what we do here. So the glory of God, God has been helping us. We've not had any refusal, especially for this September 2022 intake. Every one of them that we helped have gotten their visa and they have traveled. Okay, so let's go into the business of today. If you're just joining us, I'm going to be talking about some updates as it's as per September visa applications. I will talk about a sneak peek into January, what to expect if you are looking at January, and then I'll also attend to some frequently asked questions. So please, if you have any question, begin to get them ready, or you can begin to drop them. I will take them later. I cannot attend to questions now, but just drop your question or have them written out somewhere. Okay, so I have a list of things that I've written out in my book. So if you have not gotten your CAS, so you are expecting CAS, or you are just about to put in your visa application for September, there are some things to note. It means that at this time, it's possible that your school have resumed. Yes, most schools that I'm aware of have resumed for September, but schools will usually give you an extension that they call the latest start date. So please, when you get your CAS, check to confirm. Big Toms, please, you're welcome. French Extra, thank you for joining us. Ali Reni, thank you for joining us. So we're going to be talking about visa updates for this September. We'll take some frequently asked questions, and we'll talk about January. Excuse me. So please check your CAS to check for your resumption date. If it has passed, there's no need to fret or panic. Schools will usually give you an extension. School will usually say, okay, you can join us at this particular time. That's like the deadline, the final deadline. So please, you have to have that in mind when you are putting in your visa application, your latest course start date. Most schools will not allow you to join after the latest start date. It was during the COVID period that students were allowed to take their courses online prior to when they got their visa and were able to travel. But at this time, most schools now say that if you are not able to join at the resumption date and at the latest start date that they have given you, you may have to forfeit your admission, and it doesn't matter if you have gotten your visa. Okay, so we talk about how to avoid that and how you'll be able to meet up with your latest course start date. Although some schools have said that, okay, if you're not able to meet up for those dates, you can send us a mail, you can send a mail to the school and tell them why, and maybe they can give you further extension. But those are just few schools. Most schools will not give you further extension if your latest start date has passed. Okay, let's talk about the current waiting time. As at now, the standard time is 3 weeks. Really, it's actually 3 weeks, but it all still depends on the number of applications that they have to handle. So don't just begin to look at it 21 days or 15 working days after. It depends. It can come out before then, and your visa can come out after then. So the standard waiting time, even though it is officially 3 weeks, may take, or is taking longer than that. Because I've had students who did a standard visa thing and then it's taking longer than the 3 weeks because of the volume of application that they have at this time. So it's not as if it's automatic that because they've said it's 3 weeks, your visa will be out in 3 weeks. Reina Mata, thank you for joining us. You're welcome. So the waiting time now extends beyond 3 weeks. It's not taking up to a month for the standard student visa applications. But all thanks to the UKVI, they now have the priority and the super priority package for students. So that means that if you apply and you are able to do either the priority or the super priority package, then your visa will be out for super priority, it takes 24 hours, right? That's the official waiting period if you are doing a super priority visa for your student visa application. But if you do a priority visa, it officially should take 5 days. However, it all still depends on the number of applications that the UKVI gets to handle. So based on experience, it may not come out in 24 hours. If you pay for a super priority visa, it may not come out in 24 hours. If you pay for a priority visa, it may not come out in 5 working days. It could take more than that. But at this point, students are strongly advised to not even consider the standard application option because of the waiting time. There is no time. Because if at this point you've not put in an application and then you now start, what date are you going to get for your appointment and go for biometrics? Then add another 4 or 5 weeks, which you're not even certain of, to it. And then consider your latest course start date, you may not be able to meet up. So we advise all our students, please try and pay for, if you cannot afford the super priority thing, you can go for the priority. So I'll talk about the prices for this later. But for now, as at this time, the standard application is no longer advised for students. Okay, so for the priority is £250, while the super priority is £956. That is the amount that you get to pay aside your visa fee. This is aside your visa application fee. Everybody gets to pay visa fee, but if you want your application to be expedited, like for it to come out fast, then you need to pay £250 for priority and £756 for super priority. Whichever one is convenient for you, you can go for. So those are the things that are right now. That is just how it is. There is no date for appointment. There are no close dates, and students have to resume. Most schools are now put their deadline at 10th October, 14th of October. Most schools now, that is the latest date that you can join for your course, either 10th October or 14th of October. So if you look at that, you just know that the standard application is not even an option for you. Whether you are just going for biometrics or you've not even gotten your CAS, just ensure that you either go for the priority or the super priority visa. Okay, so if you've put in your application and there is any delay, please contact the UKVI, reach out to them. If you feel that there is a prolonged or your application is taking so long, please reach out to them and confirm the status of your application. Don't just fold your arms and be waiting for your visa to come out. If you pay for priority or super priority, or maybe if you've done the standard student visa before now and your application is taking so long, please reach out to UKVI and find out the status of your visa application. It is very important that you do that. Okay, so before now, when you get your visa, there is a letter that I'm just giving you general updates now, like new things that is on ground that was not maybe available like 2 months ago or 3 months ago if you apply for a student visa application. Before now, when you apply and you get your visa, there is a letter that as you go to them, the application center, that's TLS, to collect your passport, there is a letter that comes with your passport. That's if your visa was issued, and it is called the BRP letter. But if you apply now, you may not get that letter from TLS. But please check your mail. The UKVI now sends this letter to your mail. Check your mail for the letter, print out, and go to the UK with the letter. They may not send it immediately, but just be ensured that they are going to send the letter. So if you get your visa and the letter doesn't come with it, there's no need to panic, there's no need to fret. Just check your mail, you get the BRP letter. Okay, so before now, there is a clause on the letter that says that you must use it to collect your BRP card, but that is no longer the case. So I reached out to some of my students that just arrived in the UK, and I asked if at the point of collecting their BRP card, they were asked for that letter. And a couple of them mentioned that it was not really important. So, but then, because just to be on the safe side, ensure that you have it. If you do not have it, you may have to reach out to the embassy so that they can send you a copy of the BRP letter. Please, if you have questions, begin to note them down. I will attend to all your questions. Any question that relates to visa application, if you have put in your application already, or you are looking at applying this September, or you are looking at January, please write down your questions and you can begin to drop them. I will attend to it, because today's just going to be like a little information, and then I'll take some questions. Okay, so when you also get your visa, ensure that you check your visa, the vignet, that's the visa sticker on your passport, to confirm that the details on it are correct. Check the conditions of the visa. We've had students who got visas just drop the passport in their bag. They were so excited, and then they realized that on the visa they were not given the permission to work. and that's, you are supposed to be have the permission to work, whether you are the main applicant or you are a dependent. So please, when you collect your visa, don't just drop it in your bag and begin to pack your loads. Check very well. If you are not sure of what to check or look out for, you can reach out to us so that you do not go to UK and then you are then stranded. So please check the conditions, that you have your 20 hours per week to work and that your dependent can also work. Okay, because that could be a problem when you get to the UK if it is not attended to early enough. So these are just the updates. Okay, for fees, IHS for a year program now this September, like if you're applying now, as of yesterday it was about $850. That's IHS fee. Why for a dependent, it's okay. Adna, hi Adna. Oh, thank you for joining us today. Okay, so for dependents now, congratulations to people that have dependents. The dependent IHS dropped about 2 weeks ago. So if you're applying and you're going with your dependent now, you may not have to pay up to what you're paying for yourself. That's for your IHS. The visa fee is the same for everybody. That's for all students and their dependents. But the IHS for dependents is about $560. Before now, it's usually the same with that of the main applicant, even if it's just a child or a year-old baby. It's usually the same thing, but for now, it dropped. So congratulations to people that are applying now. People have been able to save some money. So those are just the details and the new things that have just happened in the last, let's say, 2-3 weeks. So please, if you are putting your application now, don't go for the regular. Look for the money, because if the school says you can't come again after you've gotten your visa, then that visa is a waste. There's nothing they can do. They will not be that pathetic to say, okay, you can still come. They have a latest course start date. If you cannot meet up, then it's going to be a problem. Except the school is saying that they can give you further extension, and you have to check with the school before you go and do an application that you'll not be able to meet up with your course of study. So now let me take some FAQs before we then look at January, how to start getting ready for January. Francis Odun, I wave back at you. Thank you for joining us. Ochube Collectibles, you're welcome. So let me just do a little recap, because I see that new persons are joining us. So my name is Fokansin, and here at NEXI, I am the visa officer. Before you joined, first Audu, Francis, and Ochube, I mentioned that so far at NEXI, for this September intake, we have had 100% visa success rates for all our students. Some of them are still here. They are still in Nigeria, getting ready. Most of them are already in the UK. We've not had any refusal. So that's just for you to know what is happening here. So if you have any friend, if you have a colleague that wants to put in an application for visa or for admissions, they should just send us a DM. Call us, reach out to us, and let us help you do it. We want to hear your testimony. We want to see you smile. We want your dream to also come true. So, and I gave some updates about the current state of visa applications now in Nigeria. That's for students. I mentioned that most schools now have latest start dates, and after the latest start dates, you may not be able to join them again. And so because of that, you will have to do the priority or the super priority visa if you are just putting in your application at this time, or let's say you've not even gotten your CAS. So if you are doing that, please make sure that you do not go for the standard application that have the 3, 4, 5 weeks indefinite waiting period. So that was what I said about that. And then I mentioned that the priority is £250 and the super priority is £956, whichever one you can afford. The super priority takes 5-7 days, while the priority takes 5-7 days, while the super priority takes 24 hours officially. So even if with the return to TLS, if you pay for Korea, the back and forth, there will be any further delay, it will still be preferred for you not to even pay at all. So I talk about when you get your visa, there's a letter that usually comes with the visa. Please, if you do not get this letter, don't panic. You can just send a mail to the UKVI. They will send the letter, because you may need this letter when you went to collect your BRP in the UK. So that's just all the update that I have now for current visa applications. So let's go to some FAQ, some frequently asked questions about visa applications. So now, some people ask, can I pay for priority after my biometrics? No. So if you have already put in your application and you have gone for biometrics at your application center, you can no longer pay for any of these UKVI services. You have to just pray and hope that it comes out early enough. You can't pay after you have done your biometrics. So can my dependent pay? For now, for now, you cannot pay. Your dependent cannot pay for priority or super priority visa, because if UKVI allows people to pay for their dependent, everyone will want to pay for their dependent. So there will still be no time for them to be able to speed up students' application. So right now they are giving priority to student applications. They are the ones that have deadline. Your dependents do not have deadline, so you cannot pay for priority for your dependent at all. I don't know of later, but for now you can't pay for your dependent. Okay, some people ask and say, I applied and paid for priority. Will my dependent visa come out at the same time as mine? So it's possible, but you can't count on it. If you apply and you pay as the main applicant for biometrics and you have dependents, it's possible that their visa application come out at the same time as yours. But it's not something that you can count on. They don't owe you that. It doesn't have to come out at the same time. But depending on the number of dependents that you have, it's possible. I've seen cases where the husband applied and paid for priority, and the spouse's own came out with his. So it's possible, but it's not something that you can count on. Especially when you have like a family of 5, where you have 4 people who are dependents. You may not be able to. That may not work. So it's possible, but not. It's not in all cases. So, okay, another question that student asks is that what is an NSF mail? So NSF means non-straightforward mail, and this is the mail that UKVI sends when they need further documents from students or they need further explanation and clarification. They send this mail. So NSF mail doesn't mean that your visa has been refused or will be refused. It just means that your visa application needs further clarification. You need to provide some additional information or documents, or they just want some clarity on your application. If you're just joining on, I want to say welcome, Mr. Rain Chuke Kelvin. You are welcome. Please, if you have questions, you can begin to drop your questions so that I can answer them later. So NSF mail does not mean that your visa will be refused or has been refused. Some people see it as a bad omen. They panic when they get a mail from UKVI asking for additional documents, and they just feel that what have I done and all of that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that they will refuse your application. As far as I'm concerned, here we even see it as a blessing, because imagine that they just refuse your application without even asking for any further document or any further explanation. So when they send a mail, I see it as a blessing. Okay, we don't want to refuse this person. Let him send this. Let her send this. Let her answer these questions or provide this further explanation. So it is not a problem. Okay, if you receive an NSF mail that you cannot tackle, you can reach out to us. There's a way we do it around here. So that is NSF mail. So some people now ask that, okay, I pay for priority or super priority. Can I still get this mail from UKVI? Yes. Even if you pay for super priority, that should be out in 24 hours. If the UKVI requires further documentation from you or further clarifications, they will reach out to you. So I see people trying to, they want to just do mango and say, okay, I don't have this document, let me just pay for super priority, so that they will not have enough time to ask questions and they will just give me my visa. It doesn't work that way. If they need to ask for any further document from you, they will reach out to you, and it doesn't matter if you pay for priority or not. So if you're putting your application, put in all documents. It's not the £250 that you're paying. It's not for your visa to be issued. It's for it to come out on time, whatever decision that you get from it. Do you get? So it's not for you to be issued that compulsorily they must give me my visa. Of course, you hope that they will give you the visa, but put in all necessary documents as it relates to your visa application. If you have study gap, put in all documents that can cover for your study gap. Even if you don't have documents to cover, there's a way to do it. Do you get? You can reach out to us if you want to know how to do that. So there's a way to do it so that they do not send you. But because you pay for priority or super priority, or something that they will not send you a mail to ask for additional documents from you. It doesn't work that way. Put in all your documents, because by the time they begin to send you a mail, it may now take a longer period for your visa to come out. The back and forth of they will send you a mail, you have to respond to the mail. Before you know, there's further delay. So don't wait for that to happen. Okay? Put in all your documents. You can't bribe the UK VIA to say, oh, I've paid for super priority and then this document is missing. Okay. So yes, Rosa Buena, I see your question. Please just drop your questions. I will attend to them when I'm done with this, my frequently asked questions. Okay. Somebody says, I want super priority after I had paid for priority visa. Can I get a refund? So if you have paid for priority and then you then change your mind and you want to pay for super priority, there is no place for refund. That means you are paying an additional money for your super priority. So you have to decide before you make payment which one you want to really pay for. Is it the priority or the super priority? Once you make payment for priority and you want to now do super priority, the UKVI will not give you a refund. Okay, I didn't get the BRP letter. What can I do? Like I said, if you do not get the BRP letter, just reach out to the UKVI. They will send the letter to you. Okay, somebody reached out to me last week and said, oh, I got my visa and it's just 3 months. My course is for a year. And then she was just afraid and she was really freaking out. I told her that, okay, visa applications that you'll be given from Nigeria is just for 3 months. They won't give you beyond that. It's 3 month visa from here, even if your course is for 2 years. Glory Hearts, you are welcome. Joe Torres, you are welcome. So I'm just taking some frequently asked questions as it pertains to visa application generally. So you'll be given a 3 month visa here from Nigeria. It will enable you to travel to the UK. So when you get to the UK, you'll now be able to collect your biometric residence permit. You are not applying for it at that time because at the point of your visa application, you would have put in where you want to collect your BRP card. So that will be set to even sometime before you even go to the UK, your BRP is ready for collection. It is with that BRP that BRP will not cover for the entire period of your study with some additional months, let's say 3 or 4 months on it. With that, you can study, you can work. So your visa from Nigeria is just 3 months for everybody. So those are some of the questions that people asked about visa applications. We can't tell you everything here on Instagram. Send us a DM, call us, reach out to us. So then, January is here. I know that January is how many months away? 4, 5, but it's here. If you are pregnant and you are looking forward to January to give birth, maybe it's still far. If you are looking forward to getting married in January, maybe it's still far. But if you are looking at going for your study in January, January is here. We're in September, but January is already here. There is no early time. It's not too early for you to begin this process. Please, to avoid the rush. You cannot even imagine what people are going through at this point. Getting dates has been crazy. You have to now pay an additional fee for biometrics. Fare have gone up. So there's just a lot that comes when you do not put in or start your application process on time. And one thing about January is that if you miss January, you are looking at maybe September next year. And that's like a year from now. That's a long period of time. So if you're looking at January, just look at it as though it's next month. Please, January is no longer far. The earlier you do this, the better. When I see people who have done the application like 2-3 months ago, I'm just envious because they didn't have to go through all of this stress of paying extra fee, paying for the fare. Now I'm hearing a lot of millions of naira that you now use to book your fare. They've done all these things and they are at rest. There's no tension. So please, when you put in your application on time, You start, you get your offer, you make payment for deposit. If you've gotten offer, you can begin to process your payment. Don't pile up offers. You are just indecisive. You've not even made up your mind on what to do. There is no time for you to begin to pile up your offers. If you've gotten an offer, go with it. Make your payments, make your deposits, so that as soon as the school starts issuing cards, you're one of the first set of people to get cards. If you go to the TLS center, you see how many persons are there. The crowd is crazy. You can avoid that rush. Do everything. Just sort yourself out. Let the visa come out. You even have time to relax. Do a thing or the other before you finally move for your study. Don't avoid the rush. The rush is crazy. It puts you under a lot of tension, the additional fee that you have to pay and all of that. It is not just the best. So if you're looking at January, now is the best time to start. Now is the best time to start. Schools have started giving offer, so don't sleep on it. Reach out to us. Let's help you put in an application. Reach out to us. Send us messages. Send us a DM. Let's help you put in your application. Don't wait. Once January is gone, before you know, you may not be able to get May. Maybe it's September. Do you get? So don't delay any further. Okay? Omotola, thank you for joining us. Emmanuel, thank you for joining us. So avoid the rush. As soon as you get your offer, pay your deposit and just be waiting for cars. As soon as you have cars, put in your visa application. January is closed. By some schools have started giving offer. By October, November, you see schools will start issuing cars. If you can go for your TB is valid for 6 months, so you can begin to also look into that. Get all your documents ready. Especially when you are moving with your family, avoid the rush. The rush is not just the best. You want to move with your spouse and 3 children, and the visa is not out a week to resumption. The visa is not out. You're looking at the start date. The visa is not out. You don't even know what to do. It disorganizes a lot of things. So it's not just the best. I have a lot of people that are complaining at the moment, a lot of my students, and it's just because they didn't start this thing early enough. So please start early enough. You beat the rush. It gives you enough time to plan. There will not be any tension, and there will not be any extra cost, or maybe having to pay to expedite your application, or you are looking at the increased fare. If your visa comes out today, you want to travel the next day, do you know how much that will cost you for airfare? It's crazy, man. So please just start early enough. A reminder, let it be ringing in your head. Tell somebody that needs to hear this. January is here. Okay, so please, if you have questions, just drop them. Will previous UK visit visa refusal affect my student visa application? So I'll ask, what was the reason for the refusal? Was it because of any discrepancy? Were there any falsifications of your document or something that has to do with criminal, So if that's not the case, and it's just maybe because you didn't have enough document, or they were not just convinced, then you will not have anything to worry about. So we have people who have been refused UK visa before, and then they apply for a student visa, they get the visa. So if you have any refusal that you think may want to affect your application, please reach out to us. Let's look into it and see how we can help package your application. But then UK that you've gotten a visa refusal before does not mean that you cannot get a student visa again. So it depends on a lot of things. The reason for the refusal, the gap between the visa refusal and the student application that you're making now. Because, for example, you applied last month, you want to go and visit your brother in the UK, or you want to go for vacation. They didn't give you. Then this month now, you've not changed your mind. You want to now apply for a student visa. It may show that you're not a genuine student. So please, if you've had any UK visa refusal, especially in the last 1 year, apart from maybe if it's not a ban, and you didn't get banned and they allow you to reapply, apart from that, please reach out to us. Let's look into the refusal and see what we can do, what explanations that can follow for you to be able to make a successful student visa application. Okay, hi, my question is for people just like myself applying for admission against January. Do we have a chance? Since January is 4 months from now. No, it's never. No, it's not late now. This is September. You're on time, but don't delay any further. There is still hope. Yes, you can still get admissions. You can still get offer. You are still able to pay your deposit and all of that. So you are still on time. Ali Reni, please, you can just begin to send us your documents and let's put in your application for your admission. You are on time, you are not late yet. So I'm not saying that it's already too late for you to put in your January application, please. I'm saying that the earlier the better. Avoid the rush. Start now. Now is the best. It's the best time. Maybe last month was a very good time too, but now is also a very good time for you to be able to put in your January admissions application. So please, that's what we are here at Nexi. We help you to put in your admissions, get offer for you, you get your cars, pay deposit, we help with your visa application, and then you travel. Simple. So it is not late for you to put in, because there are no further questions. If you have your questions, please just drop your questions. Omotola, Emmanuel, you are welcome. Chomo, Byra Fabrics, you are just joining us. Olayinka. So let me just do a summary of all that I've been saying since morning. I don't know what category you fall into if you're just joining us. Maybe you are still on September and you've not gotten your CAS, or you've gotten your CAS and you're about to put in your visa application. Please ensure that you take into consideration your latest course start date, which for most people now is October, and then you will know that you have to pay to expedite your application. And also reach out to us. Don't put in an application that will make them begin to reach out to you to ask for further documents, because that will also cause further delay, which you don't want at this point. You don't want further delay at this point. If it was 2 months ago, if they send you any email, you respond and then you get it done. But at this point, let it just be straightforward. So please reach out to us. Let's help you to put in your application. That's if you're looking at September. But if you're looking at January, now is the best time. Be the first set of people that will get offer, get CAS, and apply for visa to beat the rush. So please, let nothing stop you. Let indecision not stop you. Because most students, that is what affects them. They've gotten this offer and that offer, 3 offers, and they're waiting for the 4th one. Before you know, payment of deposit now begins to take time. CAS issuance now takes so long. Visa application now come last. Please decide early enough. Pay up your deposit. Choose the school that you want to go for. Once to get offer with that school, pay up your debt. Don't be an adulterous student getting offers from different schools that you will not even later go to. Please, when we get offer for you, please ensure that you pay up your deposit early, because that is what will get you a CAS. And without the CAS is a confirmation of acceptance for studies. So without the CAS, you cannot apply for visa. And because we don't know how January is going to be, I mean the January session beginning from November, December, we don't know how the rush is going to be. Maybe it will even be more than what we have now. So, and imagine that the UKVI didn't bring out the priority service. Students will be stranded. Maybe some will have to now defer their admission. So it's not just the best. Please, if you have questions, nobody's asking questions. Ask questions. Ask any question about visa. I'm ready to answer you. If you are putting your application and you have something that you're confused about, ask questions. If you want to put in your application and you need some clarification, ask questions. If you're looking at January, ask questions. Okay? Reach out to us at Nexi Limited. God has been helping us and our success rate is high. You can go and ask anywhere. We have a lot of feedback from our students who have traveled, who have gotten their visa, they have moved with their family. By the grace of God, we did it for them. It was a seamless process. Okay? So please, now is the right time. Okay, Ekweme Joy just joined us. Kikified Cakes. Please ask questions. What would you like to know about your application? Okay, so for people that just joined, I was also saying that a non-straightforward mail does not mean it means that that's the mail that you get from UKVI. after you have put in your application does not mean that your visa application has been refused or will be refused. If you ever get an NSF mail and you need clarification, you can also reach out to us. But to avoid all of that, let's do it for you from start to finish. Let's do your application for you from start to finish, from start to the end. We do that here, okay? We do that here at NEXI. We walk you through the entire process from beginning. You don't need to, you don't need to be worried about anything. We get your offer for you. We help you with how you can make the payment for deposits, and then we put in your visa application for you. Okay, so please reach out to us. Cost. By cost, how do you mean? Mwazgi. By cost, how do you mean? I've mentioned a lot of things here. If it's priority visa, okay, cost for our services, I guess. Okay, our services for students, our student is entirely free. If we are putting applications for you as our student, we do not charge you, we do not do it for a fee, it's entirely free. Okay, that's for only our students. Okay, so that's it. Moaz, I hope I've been able to answer that. Express Nini, if you are just joining us and I'm not able to go over all that I've said again, please ensure that you watch a replay of this on our YouTube channel, on our Instagram. It is available there because I see that a lot of you just joined in the middle and we've started a lot of very interesting things from the beginning. Please, if you just join us, watch this from beginning till the end. There will be a replay that will be posted later. Okay? So if you're our student, admission process is free. And I'm talking of the UK right now because this visa update is for the UK. So if you're looking at going to study in the United Kingdom, so it is entirely free for only the students. Only the students. What is the earliest biometric date now? Okay, so for now, if you are looking at whether VI, because in Lagos we have 2 application centers. We have in Ikeja, we have at VI. So the earliest date now is our 23rd of September. And today is just 14. 23rd of, that's like 2 weeks from now. That is the earliest date. However, in Abuja, we have closer dates in Abuja. You can still get next week, Monday, 19. You can get Tuesday. So you can see that is why you have to do this thing very, very fast so that this does not happen to you if you are looking at January. Before now, when there was no rush, if you apply today, you can get a date the second day and go for your biometrics. But now you have to wait for another 2 weeks. So add 2 weeks to the processing time of 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So please, there are no very close dates, but in Lagos, you can get 23rd, 24th. For dependents, at Ikeja, there are not even dates at all for dependents. There are dates at VI, but the VI application comes with a cost of £55, so it's not free. So Ikeja is free, but there are no dates for the dependents. When applicants can get 25th, 26th, like that. Philanthropists, you are welcome to our Wednesdays live. We are almost done with the live session, and I see that you're just joining us. Please make sure that you watch a replay of this on our Instagram or on YouTube. So there are no dates, so let this not be your own story. People that applied 2 months ago, they didn't have to go through this stress. Everything was so fast. They got dates. The visa came out early enough. They were able to plan their travel and they were able to avoid the rush. There was no tension. In fact, the tension alone itself is killing. You can't sleep. You're checking your calendar. You're counting days. He's not out. What can I do? You're calling the embassy. They're telling you that they've made decision. He's not out. And one thing about the application is that even when the embassy has made a decision, it may not come out immediately because they're not working on only your application. So please, I'm begging January people, reach out to us as soon as you can. If you have a friend that also have the intention, or a colleague or a family, please let them reach out to NEXI Concept Limited. NEXI. So that we can put in the application early enough and advise them, if they are not here, that as soon as they begin to get offer, they should begin to work towards paying their deposits. they shouldn't pile up offers. Those people that do that, they regret it at the end of the day because they just waste time. Take the offer that you think you want, then go with it, make your payments so that you can begin your visa application as soon as possible. About documentation and all of that, I can't take that today. So that maybe on another live session, or if you reach out to us, we can tell you what to look at in terms of documentation for whether your admissions or your visa. Abdurrahman, hello, hi, welcome. Okay, you want to apply for a student visa. Okay, if you want to apply for a student visa, please just send us a DM after this live session. Ask for Fokansin. My name is Fokansin. Ask for Fokansin, or that you want to speak with a visa officer. You will be redirected to me, and then I can now start a conversation with you. All right? Otumbade Inka, you just joined us. We are almost rounding up the live session, and we've said a lot of things about visa applications and about getting admissions and offer for January. So please, if just try and watch the replay that will be posted later on our Instagram live, on our Instagram or on YouTube, so that you can have all the information that you need since you just joined us. So Abdurrahman, please, after this live session, I'll be waiting to speak with you about how you can put in a visa application that will just get you a visa. Glory baby, you are welcome. We are almost rounding up. Thank you for joining us. This is Nexi Concept Limited. Please ensure you watch a replay of today's live session. We've talked about a lot of things from the beginning of the section, and it's been very educative. Please watch, and if you have questions, send us a DM, call us, and we attend to your question. We also help you put in your student applications for admissions and for visa. Okay, you have my contact already. That's fine. Okay, I'll be expecting that at the end of this live session. Please reach out to me and let's get started, whether for you or for your dependents. We'll start the application. Any question about visa application? So, Rosa, please, if you need help with getting the biometrics dates, you can also reach out to us. Let's see how we can help you. Okay, if there are no further questions, then we have come to the end of today's live session. Please, a reminder, at Nexi, we help make your dream come true. We help in putting a seamless application for admissions and for visa, so that your dream can come true and you can then travel to the UK, whether for this January or you're looking at, even if it's next year September. There is never a time too early for you to start your visa application process. It is never too early. So please ensure you reach out to us. Then tell your friend, tell your colleague to reach out to us. Thank you, Otumba Deyinka. Please, so if you need help with your visa, Otumba, or your visa application, just send a DM and ask to speak with the visa team. You'll be redirected to us and we'll help you. If you are here on behalf of your spouse or a friend, just please tell them to reach out to us. So if you do not have further questions, then this is the end of today's Wednesday live. Okay, bye guys, see you next week. Bye.